Hey guys, just want to talk about a little bit about the parable with the good and bad soil. I'm just gonna talk about two. Of course, the good soil and one of the bad ones, which I think is the most common, is the um, I call it the soil where it's like the field's like a mile wide, but only an inch deep. And I'm talking about the inch deep is your your knowledge, or not knowledge, your relationship with God. It's only an inch deep. And what the parable says about people in that soil is, at first, like they're on fire. They're they grow, but then since the roots was only so so deep, whenever trials come, whenever you know, uh, whenever it got hard, it just it just eventually withered away, and just kind of like died off. That to me is a church that is popular. Has the cool peeps in it, and but they produce baby Christians, and you know, it's not a sin to be a baby Christian, because we all were a baby Christian, but I think it's a sin to stay a baby Christian. You know, we had to leave churches that just they were baby Christians. But they had titles, and because they've been there for so long. But like they really don't have a testimony other than we our pastor is awesome. That was their testimony. Um, that just won't do. Um, but there's also people that have like no testimony. Yeah, like they don't even have like, our pastor's awesome. They just have our buddies are there. We have fun, we have fellowship. Good things. And it just, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I like fellowship. I think it should be there. Like your buddies and your friends just hang out. I mean that should be there. I'm not gonna lie, that should be happening. But if you had a choice, which route would you take? Would you go to a church that your buddies are there, but they're, I don't say they're lukewarm, but they're baby Christians, and or would you rather go to a church that uh, they're they know, if you need prayer, they're gonna pray for you, um, and they're gonna love on you. Just they're not gonna be as cool as your friends. I'm not gonna lie, but they're not gonna be, but um, I don't know. Like they are gonna love you, and they will pray for you. Um, and like your walk with God is just gonna, not because of them, but it's just like they're growing too. They're growing with you. So I don't know. It's good to have both. One with your buddies, so you can fellowship and have like just have fun. Or getting closer to God. So which is it? What soil? And in a parable, it talks about like there's one good soil and many some bad ones, and it talks about what happens. The solution, I mean, not solution, but the thing about that is, I mean, you have free will. You get to choose on what soil you want to be. So it's not like God puts you in there and then that's your that's your life. No, you have free will. you know So, but it's, you know, in this free will, it's gonna be sacrifices, man. You're like, you know, you want to hang out with your friends, you want to have fun, you want to do this, but you also, like, I don't know, like, want to grow and be the spiritual leader, you know. So I don't know, it's good to have both, but which one would you choose, you know? Which church would you want to be at, you know? It'd be cool to have both, but if you had to pick one, which one would it be? So just want to make this video. All right, thank you.